Welcome back to Movies Recap Repo, your go-to channel for the most intriguing movie summaries. Today, we're diving into a chilling story where a prestigious boarding school hides a dark and terrifying secret. So, grab your snacks, and let's get started. 16-year-old Vivien finds herself trapped in the pristine, yet sterile, halls of the Vestalis Academy. This isn't a school for education, but a prison disguised as one, where conformity is the only path to survival. Each day is a meticulous routine of feminine virtues, a curriculum designed to mold the girls into perfect, submissive young women. They are taught etiquette, cleanliness, and obedience, all under the watchful eye of the headmistress, Miss Brixel. Vivien has learned to keep her head down and her thoughts to herself. She follows the rules without question, avoids drawing any attention, and endures the vapid lessons, knowing that any sign of rebellion is swiftly and severely punished. Her only goal is to make it to level 16 and be adopted into a wealthy family, the promised reward for their compliance. The girls are ranked by levels, and reaching level 16 is the ultimate achievement. It means a new life, a new family, and freedom from the cold, controlling walls of Vestalis. Or so they are told. One day, a familiar face from Vivien's past reappears at the academy. It's Sophia, a girl who was once her friend before being taken away for her defiant behavior. Sophia's return is a shock to the system, a crack in the perfect facade Vivien has carefully maintained. Sophia hasn't been broken by her punishment, she's been hardened. She immediately starts questioning the academy's doctrines, challenging the girls to think for themselves, something they have been conditioned to avoid at all costs. Vivien is initially wary of Sophia. Getting close to her is a risk, a direct path to trouble. She tries to keep her distance, urging Sophia to just play along until they can be adopted. But Sophia refuses to be silenced. She sees the academy for what it is, a cage, and she's determined to find a way out, not through adoption, but through escape. She starts planting seeds of doubt in Vivien's mind, reminding her of the spirited, inquisitive girl she used to be. The academy's control is absolute. The girls are fed a steady diet of vitamins to keep them docile and healthy. They sleep in stark, identical rooms and are monitored at all times by guards who patrol the hallways. Miss Brixel rules with an iron fist, delivering her lessons on purity and obedience with a chilling smile. She preaches that they are fortunate, chosen for a special purpose, and that their future families are eagerly awaiting their arrival. During one of their clandestine conversations, Sophia reveals a terrifying secret she discovered before being captured. She whispers to Vivien that the adoptions are a lie and that the world outside is not what they've been taught. Sophia's words linger in Vivien's mind, chipping away at the foundation of her manufactured reality. She starts to notice inconsistencies, the fear in the eyes of the guards, the locked doors, and the complete absence of any contact with the outside world. Driven by a growing sense of dread, Vivien decides to help Sophia. Together, they start to investigate the true nature of the Vestalis Academy, moving stealthily through the sterile corridors after lights out. Their search leads them to a restricted area of the school. They manage to bypass a sleeping guard and slip into Miss Brixel's private office, a place forbidden to all students. The room is a stark contrast to the rest of the academy, filled with modern technology. On the headmistress's desk, they find a computer. With trembling hands, Sophia accesses a series of video files, records of the adopted girls from previous years. What they see is horrifying. The videos show the families who adopt the girls. They are not loving parents, but wealthy, older women. The girls from Vestalis are not being adopted as daughters, they are being used for something far more sinister. Each video shows a level 16 graduate, looking confused and drugged, being introduced to her new family. Then, the horrifying truth is revealed. The girls are being used as donors, their youthful skin harvested and grafted onto the aging bodies of the wealthy elite who sponsor the academy. Vivien watches in abject terror as she sees girls she once knew, girls who had celebrated reaching level 16, subjected to this gruesome procedure. Their purpose was never to be part of a family, it was to be a product, a source of eternal youth for the vain and powerful. The vitamins they are forced to take are not for health, but to ensure their skin remains flawless and pure. The lessons on cleanliness and hygiene are not for etiquette, but to prepare them for the harvest. Reeling from the discovery, Vivien and Sophia know they have to escape. They can't end up like the others. Their plan is risky, requiring them to navigate the labyrinthine academy and get past the ever-present guards. They realize their only chance is to create a major diversion. They decide to expose the truth to the other girls, hoping to incite chaos that will cover their escape. The next day, during the main assembly, Vivien steps forward. For the first time, she breaks her silence, her voice ringing with a strength she didn't know she possessed. She tells everyone about the videos, about the true meaning of adoption. Panic erupts. The girls, who had lived in a state of blissful ignorance, are thrown into a frenzy of fear and disbelief. Some refuse to believe her, clinging to the comforting lies they've been fed their entire lives. But others, spurred by Vivien's courage, begin to question, to resist. The assembly descends into chaos as girls start screaming and fighting back against the guards who try to restore order. Amid the pandemonium, Vivien and Sophia make their move. They race through the hallways, the sounds of alarms blaring behind them. They are pursued by the head guard, a brutal man loyal to Miss Brixel. They manage to reach the academy's outer perimeter but find themselves cornered at a high wall. Their only way out is to climb. As Sophia scrambles up, the guard catches up to them, grabbing Vivien's leg. In a desperate act of self-defense, Vivien fights back with ferocious intensity, using a shard of broken glass to injure the guard and break free from his grasp. She follows Sophia over the wall, and for the first time, they taste freedom. They find themselves in a dense, dark forest. They run without stopping, fueled by adrenaline and the terror of being recaptured. They have escaped the prison, but they are now fugitives in a world they know nothing about. They eventually stumble upon a road and are picked up by a kind man, Dr. Moreau, who seems to understand their plight. He takes them to a hidden sanctuary, a place where other escapees and rebels are gathered. However, their relief is short-lived. Vivien soon discovers that Dr. Moreau is not the savior he appears to be. He is the mastermind behind the entire operation, the surgeon who performs the skin grafting procedures. Miss Brixel was merely his subordinate. Dr. Moreau's plan was to lure the escaped girls into a false sense of security, recapturing them and silencing them permanently. He saw Vivien's defiant spirit as a prize, the perfect subject for his twisted experiments. Sophia is captured, and Vivien finds herself once again in a desperate fight for her life. She uses her wits and the survival skills she never knew she had to outsmart Dr. Moreau and his men. In a final, dramatic confrontation, Vivien manages to incapacitate Dr. Moreau and free Sophia. They turn his own system against him, broadcasting his confession and the gruesome evidence of his crimes to the outside world, exposing the entire conspiracy. With the truth revealed, the authorities descend on the Vestalis Academy and Dr. Moreau's facility. The operation is dismantled, and the remaining girls are finally rescued from their horrific fate. Vivien and Sophia, having survived their ordeal, stand together, looking towards an uncertain but free future. They have lost their innocence but have found their strength, ready to face a world that is finally their own. And that's a wrap on this intense thriller. What did you think of Vivien's fight for freedom? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more recaps from Movies Recap Repo. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.